Anywho, thank you guys so much for tuning in to a new episode of Baldie Locs. She got the LackToast shirt on. I have the Thusky. These are
available.
Yeah, below this link right here.
Yeah.
If you want to purchase, support some LackToast gear, please feel free to join in on the merch. Oh, I'm getting a text message from my chiropractor.
Why is your phone on? Like your volume on? That's very unprofessional.
It is very professional, but here's
unprofessional.
It's very professional.
Unprofessional
because I'm important.
Quiet on set, my guy. You know what I mean?
What did I say? Chiropractor? Is it chiropractor?
What did he say?
He sounds like
Chiro. I don't know. I'm missing it. Chiropractor.
Chiropractor.
Not Kyo.
No, that's how I'm trying to say how you pronounce it.
Oh, you might have said Kyo, but I thought you said
chiropractor. Anywho.
Yeah.
So, I wanted to start this podcast off with this because since Twills is such a gem dropper, I want to see how smart she is, and I'm gonna put a timer.
Oh, don't be put.
I don't give her answers. Listen,
I don't do well with standardized tests. I'm nervous.
I'm gonna give you 2 minutes. All right, and don't and listen, y'all. Don't cheat. Y'all can participate, but don't cheat in giving her answers until the 2 minute ends. Okay, until the 2 minute ends. Don't.
Go ahead and put in my DM.
All right,
let's go, fam.
Here we go.
Y'all got me.
It's super simple. All right?
I don't trust it, but go ahead.
It's super simple. All right.
Oh, gosh,
ready for it?
Putting on the spot.
Yeah, here we go. Give me 10 cities that begins with B.
B.
Yep.
Okay. We have Beaufort and we have Beaufort. One's in North Carolina, one's in South Carolina. We have Birmingham. We have yeah, the B is kind of hard, huh? We have, can I say Brooklyn or the Bronx? Those are boroughs.
Those are cities, right?
For the sake of this, we're going to do that. We have, it starts with a B. It's in Connecticut. Bridge something. I'm going to come back to that. We have, why do cities not do? Hold on.
This should be easy work.
Brownsville. We have.
What you looking at?
I'm just focusing. We have. Why should this be easy work? We have. Bentonville.
You just making up
I
stuff
promise
now.
you can look up every single thing I'm saying. Bridgeport. That's the one I couldn't think of. I feel like if you have a Bentonville, you have to have a Benton. But that's okay. Burlington is in Burlington, North Carolina. And there's another Burlington.
Time's up, yo.
You said 2 minutes.
That's 2 minutes.
It has not been 2 minutes.
It has been 2 minutes.
It has not, and I have 2 more cities.
All right, go for it.
I don't have them right there, but I just got to get 2 more cities, and it has not been 2 minutes.
It's been 2 minutes.
It's been a minute and a half. Calm down. Go ahead. I have 2 more, though.
Somebody said B Celtics. I'm not going to tell the answers, but B Celtics.
San Francisco?
Yeah, they
Bacoma.
be silly. Can y'all?
Oh my gosh, so I was saying, I thought Boston, but then I was like, it's a state. I don't know why in my head.
It's a city.
I know it's a city. All right. City. Boston came to mind. I was like, no, that's wrong.
Yep. Good job, friend. You almost had it. It should have been easy work.
Why should it have been easy work?
I mean, because, you know them, but it's hard to think about on the
I hate being put on the spot.
Battle Creek, yep.
Battle Creek, that's a good
Is there
one.
any cities that she could have guessed or answered?
Battle Creek was a good one. I was rooting for Me Too, Boogaloo. I was like, Boogaloo.
Okay.
um,
Another one? And that's not that. I'm doing a whole different topic. All right.
oh gosh.
Animals that start with the letter C. Animals that start with the letter C.
Why?
Go for it.
Cat.
Mm-hmm.
Cricket. The kookaburra. Let's start with a K. Let's start with a K or C. Nobody knows. I don't want to play this no more.
You are.
I got nothing.
Wow. Do not look at the chat. They're going crazy.
Cheetah.
Okay.
Canary.
Mm-hmm.
Coyote. Cougar.
Oh, okay.
Can I say canine instead of dog?
Canine?
Instead of a dog.
No.
Crocodile. I said crocodile. Chameleon.
Okay, that's 10. Good job. Good job. Good job, Twills. Good job.
That's so not fair.
Good job. You redeemed yourself because you have substance.
Thanks.
You're very smart. Now you can be called the gem dropper. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back
We are back.
with a new random episode on the Sunday. We don't have no actual schedule because Twills is the most important person in this loft right now. We are always on her schedule. We might do one at 3 a.m. We might want to do one at 6.
We're getting
45.
back to Saturdays, and we're sticking to Saturdays.
No, it's all
we
because
have
Twills.
to,
Twills' schedule is crazy busy all the time.
and I feel bad.
All the time. Don't be feel bad. Hey man, we here to live this life in abundance. We are sharing love and life with people and spreading the gospel.
Amen. Spreading the gospel.
Yeah.
That's what we are here and called to do.
Anna Labosha.
Man.
What I can tell what something I can tell you is I had a discussion with a Trump supporter yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell me about it. And it's okay to be a Trump supporter.
It's not a problem at
Yeah.
all. But what I realize is once you are locked in with something that you believe in, there's no swaying. And then what my boy Dom had to say was like, dude, it's just like you are a Christian. You can't sway them out of this belief. So all I said was, this is all I said. Mm-hmm. Why do you choose Trump to be your candidate, right? Because Kamala. And I was like, all right, let's leave Kamala, leave Democrats, leave any sort of like attack out of this. Why are you supporting Trump? And he was like, he's the best candidate ever. He was like, do you see what Joe Biden? I was like, oh, here we go. And he just kept trying. And then I was like, listen, we're not attacking another party. Mm-hmm. Why are you voting
For this person. Why is this your
person?
candidate?
What is his policy?
Standalone.
What has he done for you? Mm-hmm. You know, you should only be voting for your interests versus like the opposing, attack. And I was like, first of all, can you stop yelling? Why are you so angry?
Right. That's the question.
Right. I was like, just tell me what do you believe in him?
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not trying to attack you. He's like, because you guys. I was like, it's not about you. You don't know who I'm voting for. I
think politics has always been this way, but it feels really, really divisive. Like, I feel like in the past, like I'm going to say 16 or so years, people have really been like, like people say like, I'm a Democrat or I'm a Republican. Like people say like, rep their sororities or rep their schools or whatever. It's like really imprinted on them. And then people tie like their faith to them. And then I don't know. And then it becomes like, well, if you like this person, you must be stupid. And then it's just kind of like, you have to kind of like get beyond that and see people as people. And, it's okay to have a different opinion. Where I like to challenge people is like when people say stuff about another, like if their reasons because all the stuff that they believe about another candidate and everything they state about the other candidate is like, not everything, but it's like wrong or skewed, then I'll have discussions on that point. But like people, like that whole like just anger or ire you feel
right
the minute somebody questions you about it, it's like, we're doing too much.
Right.
We need to reset.
Right. It's
Let's
like,
reset
this is what it's like saying when you talk to a Trump supporter and you say, hey, why are you voting for Trump? This is what it's like saying. If it's like, hey, why are you marrying this woman? Because my ex had went away and married that guy from Chicago. It was like, all right, listen, I'm asking you, why are you marrying Margaret? Because they fired me when I worked at Myers. Listen. I'm asking you, why are you marrying Margaret? You have no sort of positive.
And it's the same. It's the same on the other end.
Yeah.
Like I know it's like if you're a staunch Democrat or a Kamala supporter, your answer might be just as pointed and angry as that. And that's what I'm like, as a country, we gotta rein it in.
Yeah, when people, I mean, I get it. Trump is I say this all the time. Trump is hysterical to the point where it's almost embarrassing to hear the things he said and the lies. Again, I'm not trying to like saying this the reason why I support him, but if you hear the pattern of how he speaks, it's almost comical. It's always like, Joe Biden is the worst president we've ever had in the history of America. I've done the research, and it's the worst president. The world has never seen nothing like this. Our economy has never been this bad before. It's because of Joe Biden. As soon as Kamala came in, he's like, if she becomes president, I'm telling you, it's going to be the worse than before. Worse than the Reagan administration. He just thought, like you saying, like it's always the extreme of like I promise you the jobs are going, and I'm always a person like, let me just look up the worst the economy has ever been. You gotta look up things.
There was that whole thing called the Great Depression.
Right. It's always the extreme. Like if you vote for her, you will be unemployed. You won't
immediately.
It's like the immigrants are coming in tonight, and it's like there will be a bloodshed if you get. I'm telling you guys, I'm trying to protect y'all, and it's like you put a lot of fear into people, man.
And that's been winning for a while. It's been working.
It wins, man, because it's like it's dangerous. Like the thing that's if people just enjoyed his rhetoric, just enjoyed him as a speaker and
as an
entertainer, I'm totally fine with it. I get it. I will vote for Trump because he's an entertainer. He's a celebrity apprentice, a celebrity in charge. But the problem is when January 6th happened, and he's like, by all means, let's go storm the Capitol.
Do what you gotta do.
Do what you gotta do. I was like, yo, they actually listened to it. I was like, okay, now this man has power.
Dion was like 4 years in. This is the issue, y'all.
Yeah, because
you were heavy in the news too.
I was when Trump was in office. I was watching him like a 2-year-old. Like, what is he gonna say? What is he gonna say? Remember he told people to drink bleach to get rid of COVID.
Or like you could inject the light.
Like, no. And then the hospital rates of people going. I was like, oh, he has power.
Oh
to
my
get rid of
gosh.
COVID, take a little shot of bleach.
Yeah. But, you know, so let's think about, I'm going to get a little deep here, guys. A little deep. But, like, if we think about, like, Trump and what the whole campaign, Make America Great Again. If you think really about what that meaning is, you're not talking about, like, a time or period in, like, recent history that America was just perfect. There's no, like, time period where any one person would be like, this was just the perfect time, let's go back there. That actually was instilled in that whole idea of, I wish I could go back to Dixie. And that really appeals to the psyche of many people because, and it's something I recently heard that just really made me think, as a country, since slavery ended, we had President Abraham Lincoln was assassinated. White people's lives changed.
Yeah.
And so this could be not just people who owned enslaved people, like plantation owners and such, but people who were used to being higher on the ranking above, even like if poor white people were ranked above black people in this whole caste system. That changed. So the moment that slavery ended in the Americas, it caused some type of, that was a traumatic event because people's lifestyles were changing immediately, right? So then you have, in some cases, you have where, black people were becoming representatives and Congress people. And then you had, in some parts of like the South, like in the Outer Banks, especially where black people were actually getting their 40 acres and those 40 acres are coming from people who own that land, white people that own that land. And so you had like, that's just such a huge life shift. And then, then you have like the big pushback, of course, where we became sharecroppers and our rights were taken away, all these type of things. And ever since then, there has been a portion of people that wanted to get back to what that initial lifestyle was, so far that it's become like this deep-seated fantasy, especially like if you live in the South where you have like all the Confederate monuments and there's like all these stories of like my great-great-grandfather fought for the Confederacy, and like people are really proud of this heritage, and that's the thing that they're trying to get back to. And then you have like the civil rights where we pushed again and got more rights, and that got people further away from that dream and that fantasy of going back. So, and I'm saying all this because you have all this forward progression, but like, as I've always said, as a country, we haven't healed. But then you think about like, that just doesn't require black people to be healed. That requires like that white trauma.
Yeah.
There's that psyche that also has to be healed because there was a traumatic shift and people keep looking back there and it's like, hey, we can't go back there. Like Kamala said, we ain't going back. We're not going back there because that was a time period that was great, maybe economically or whatever for some families, but it wasn't for like people that looked like me and you. And so it's just like, we really have to heal. And I'm not saying like every individual white person is on that, but like as a country and as regions where people are supporting this type of language and can say, get so mad when people use the race card or not understand, like it's literally trauma that we haven't healed from and that they haven't healed from. Right. So like, and I think, so to take that statement, Make America Great Again, exactly who you're appealing to when you say those things and those things that you're trying to conjure. And so that's when we see things that are just so blatantly racist, like Charlottesville, or when Trump came down that escalator spewing his hatred towards all minority groups. Everybody could have gotten it in that point. But people were like, he's saying everything I've been wanting to say. This is what I believe. And so people are just like, and then like, and so, and I say all that because I don't think every single person that supports Trump is a racist. There's other single things, but that's a big part of his base. Yeah. And
also, there's a lot of rich folks who's like, I need those. It's a business deal.
Yeah.
People are voting for him because it's definitely a selfish business move. Yeah, what did Jeremy say?
Where we at?
Last line.
I like saying it's okay to be a Trump supporter. I feel like saying it's okay to be a Trump supporter isn't a bad thing, is dangerous. I can feel that. I see where you're coming from on that. I say that because I think it's okay for people to have a different opinion. I don't think everybody's supporting Trump is inherently racist, but I do think that it's delusional for sure. And I also say that knowing people who were Trump supporters, especially like the first round, and these are people that, I went to church with and we worship, and they're not all white. And, like these are people for whatever their reasons are. I find it dangerous, but I mean,
this is how you can become convincing. If you throw out a bunch of numbers and you throw out a bunch of favorite people and you do like some sort of acts, signing the bills, and you throw a bunch of information at people, it becomes like, oh, this person is well spoken. He's well versed with information. If you say Trump was the first person that went to court when Jesse Jackson went to prison for 1985, guess who bailed him out? He was the first person who gave him the bills, who passed the bill in Birmingham, Alabama, when Martin Luther King was. If you throw a bunch of that stuff out, it's like, oh, Trump really did a lot of stuff for black people. And it's like, oh, wow, this got to be real. But why would you just say this? Because a lot of people don't do research.
Right.
If you just sound so important, you just make it, and you just throw out a bunch of numbers. 14% of black people would never had this, so. 20. He was the first black person. He was the first person. No black people had done this. He was the first person that had housed black people in New York, Chicago, Memphis.
You sound convincing.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you do that, and you sound so like.
Yeah, and I think that lesson that we can learn from that little 12-year-old boy who schooled Mr. Pillow, that got my pillow, who was like, "What's your source?
Yeah.
What's your source?
Right.
Your source is trust me, bro."
Right.
I was just like, like that is real. You do have to question, like even stuff. I was just telling my sibs lately, like I have heard people say, or I've seen little clips of Donald Trump speaking. And some of these things sound so ridiculous that I quickly say, he couldn't have said that. Let me go look for the original clip.
Yep.
Unfortunately, each and every time he has said that. But I'm like, there's AI, there's different things. Like, so you do have to challenge it.
I want to just find all the wildest things Trump has said and then use it in different places. They're like, yo, what did you just say? It's quoting Trump.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
I love how everything that Trump has said. Do we realize that he is a convicted felon?
Yes.
We just don't even talk about that no more.
No more.
He is a convicted felon. He said on tape, I want to grab her by the vagina. And we was like, we still voting for him. Because we don't like Hillary.
Right.
Like
that's like, so...
Like, we just totally forgot about this. Like, he said, well, I walk into the dressing room. They love it. I just watch them dress. I'm like, yo, we have audio of this.
And people be like, well, that's just locker room talk.
Yeah, locker room talk.
It's like, but you want your president? Like, people make excuses for what they want and want to support. And I'm like back then it was just like, well, if you just don't want to vote for Hillary, if you're just not ready for Hillary as a president, say that. And I think people said what they said this time around with Biden, like, hey, we just don't want an old president.
Right.
And they heard it.
Yeah.
They had to be smart about that. But at the same time, it's kind of like you do have to question sometimes like people's motives. Like what really gets me as a black woman is when you hear black people saying, I'm voting for Trump because he gave us money during the pandemic.
Please break this down for people.
This bothers me so much.
Yeah.
That I know that there is this level of financial inequality, right?
Yeah.
First and freaking foremost, it was $12,000.
Yeah, that's it.
$12,000. That might have covered somebody's rent. I said 12,000. That was. Let me get that for a clean bite. It was $1,200, $1,200. That might have covered somebody's rent.
Right.
It didn't cover mine. It might have. But then let's go even further. Trump signed the check, but guess who got that passed? It was the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party got that, and he pushed against it until he could have his signature on it, so that we could get that. And it was during a pandemic.
We needed it. We were dying. People
were dying. It was during a pandemic. You needed that money. But guess what? The freaking pandemic wouldn't have happened if the committee that was supposed to be over all like the epidemics and the pandemics had still been intact. But it was one of the first things that he actually dissolved as a president, and didn't further do research into and didn't have anybody like monitoring those things.
Right.
There was things in place to help avoid it get to the level that it got to.
Right.
And so he had to do something.
Yeah.
And so to say, well, he was giving out checks.
And that thing that stuck with people. That
stuck with y'all?
Trump giving people money.
Yeah,
free
stuck
money.
with y'all?
He giving us free money.
And then when black people say, well, he was bailing us out of jail. But guess what? Like, who did he get out of jail? It was a couple of celebrity.
Kodak Black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm keeping that. Sure, whatever. But at the same time, when the first things that Congress and he did was overturn something that Obama was trying to do, which was getting rid of privatized prisons. That was for black people. And so when you say dumb-ish like that, like you forgot. Yeah. Because he got this one celebrity out and he gave a check for $1,200. Let's stand for more people. Like, it's just like, what?
Yeah.
I hate. And then beyond that, so now when they're like, well, we support Trump. Well, Kamala didn't do anything for us. And I'm like, or what has she done as vice president? Nobody in history has ever asked what a freaking vice president has done.
What Mike Pence do?
What did he do?
Right.
Like, what did all the vice president? What did Joe Biden do?
Right.
Like, as vice
Obama.
president, like,
right.
it's just certain things that you just like. You never looked at this role so critically, but you're so ready. And I guess people are like, I don't want people to just say I have to support her because she's black. Sure, but also yes, you do.
Well, I definitely support it because of the policies, but I hate when people just like, yeah, hey man, why not? Like, learn why you voting for people. Learn why you voting for people. Don't just say because she's black. Don't sound ignorant by saying that. Why you voting for Kamala? Because she's black.
I'm rooting for everyone black.
Hey, don't sound ignorant. Say reasons. Look up one reason to vote for her. Just look up one reason. That'd be your opening statement. Let black and woman be at least third and fourth.
But you know who perpetuated something that we hold against Kamala so deeply was black media. It might have started with Russian interference in our social media, but the whole idea of her track record as a prosecutor and putting so many black people into jail that just wasn't factual. But people hold that against her, and we as a community, black media, for a long time ran with. I won't even say just black media, like black celebrities, people with platforms, ran with that, and that is like stuck in people's heads and in their minds, and that's kind of that lie has been very hard for her to come back from.
Right, yeah, and also. The fact that she don't have children, people saying stuff like she don't like children, she's anti-kids. It's like how y'all just latching on things,
right?
Or the other thing they're doing is like she's a chameleon. She said she's a Indian one time, now she's black. Like
both can pandering. Be true. Both can be true.
She's pandering.
Do we know what it means to be biracial? Like you're literally you have two. You're made of two or more.
Yeah, you're biracial, man.
Yeah, like being raised by an Indian mom, having a black dad, she is literally Black Indian American, and
Right.
that's okay.
No. She never said she was black. She said she was Asian. She said she's Chameleon Harris. Like, she's just a fake person. It's like, come on,
what is
man.
going on? And we
Come
know
on.
living in the United States, we perpetuate that one drop rule of being black, and so to be a black person that can also fully embrace your Indian heritage, go on and do it. And I'm like, first of all, if you were trying to hide from your blackness, you wouldn't have been at Howard University, which is an HBCU, and you wouldn't have pledged AKA. Like, that's the furthest thing. Like, it's like that is also like a Divine Nine group that's deep into black history. So like, what are you even talking about?
Yeah.
This wasn't even my list of things to talk about today, Dion.
Yeah, there it is. You know who I haven't seen? I haven't seen Melania. Have you seen her at all?
I seen her get off the plane with him once, and he tried to hold her hand, and she was like,
This is recently?
"Yeah."
I ain't seen her at the RNC.
She was there.
Did she speak?
No, I don't think did. She speak? I don't know if she spoke.
They had Doug speak, but they can't have Melania speak. I ain't seen her in the past 5 years.
She's around. She just don't want to be there.
Oh my God! No, she's like, I need her to write a book.
She is.
To say,
the moment she's out. The moment she's out.
I kind of feel like soon as Trump got shot at.
Cause
I don't think he got shot. I don't think because why we haven't seen a close up of his ear.
It was the glass. It wasn't like a bullet piercer. It was really like the glass.
The glass.
Yeah.
So, have you seen a close up of his ear?
No.
How did he get a new ear before Evander Holyfield?
Shut up. Oh, you know what? I feel like recently I heard like it wasn't Trump himself, but somebody was like, "We're gonna go to Hawaii." Who was it? Who was like, "We're going back to Hawaii to get the real."
Oh,
to figure out
Fox News.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like, he said, screw all this, man. We're going to figure out if she actually born in the United States, and we're gonna do some little recon. We're gonna go to Hawaii and actually dig up Obama's birth certificate. Oh, we're gonna get to the bottom of this. Why? If you find that he's born somewhere else, then what?
He wasn't president.
You going to ostrich his presidency?
Oh man, why did you bring me here?
Yeah.
But while we're here, I just loved him all. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah.
I don't like. I have to see what his state says about him as a governor. But just like, I will say, like, to hear like his former students talk about him, I just feel like that's just. And then to see his family and their interaction, and how President Obama was like, yeah, and they don't have, you know, them plaid shirts don't come from a stylist. They been through something.
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah, he just seems like relatable. So I do think that was a good choice.
And
That's a relatable person.
And I love how they found a way of, oh my gosh, dude, it was like, you have to watch Republicans.
Yeah.
You have to watch Fox News because you got to see how they change the narrative and like how they feed people false information. Go over Fox News. They were just like, and she has the audacity to pick Tim Walz as his vice president. The man who sat there and watched his city burn down as he was in his safe mansion during the George Floyd riots. And he was like, he sat there and watched his entire city burn down and do nothing. He sat there and defunded the police, told the police to back off, and they could have saved these people, but he was the one that told them not.
Meanwhile, President Trump was the president that just sat back and watched the people invade the Capitol, shooting at police.
Yeah. Oh, that's a nice little
It's
bar.
just like, what? Like, if that was the truth of how he handled the circumstance, let's compare apples to apples. You know, let's do this. Oh my gosh, why'd you bring?
You know another thing? Yes, there's something that he couldn't say. He said, "Can you denounce the KKK? Can you?" He said, "No. Can you denounce the Proud Boys? Can you denounce?" He said, "Shit, like, stand up and stand back." What he say? He couldn't say it. He said, stand back and stand off or something like
I
that.
forget
As in
what
like, hey, get ready or something like it.
Just like, what well, you're not going to do?
I can't say it.
I will not say that.
There's a lot of money coming in
Those
here.
are my guys. Those are my guys.
Like, denounce Putin. Hey, all right, that's why. He's a good guy. Why don't you denounce,
Yeah. It's wild. Politics are wild. And in this moment, guys, I hope that you appreciate as much as I do. Dion, you're just a bit of a nerd like I am, and I kind of like it. Dion likes smart stuff. You be watching stuff, and it's just not politics. It's other things that people don't know.
I do.
And
I'm intrigued by a lot of things that are unfamiliar. You know, you got to go to the opposition. Something that's bothering me right now is totally off subject, but look at that shelf. It's tilted down. You see it?
Yes.
It's like, it is tilted. That mug is bending.
It's always like that.
It's always been like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, this mug about to fall. I need to put some up under there.
No, it's always been that way.
Yeah. Okay.
Every now and again, you just got to lift and push it.
Okay.
Yeah.
They had started a song called Kamala Harris to the Tim Walls. Have you heard that?
No.
Kamala Harris, Tim Walls. Like, how did y'all remix?
We blame Lil Jon. We blame Georgia.
This incredible black Negro spiritual for political purposes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Oh boy.
That is
And
hilarious. Dion, you made that issue.
What do I make up?
Yeah, I love seeing y'all because it's always relatable, even if there's a disagreement. Oh, there's disagreement.
What did I make up, Jeremy? That
song?
Oh, no. Watch this. Watch this. Kamala Harris, Tim Walls. If I made it up, shoot. If I made it up, I'm gonna record it. I'm not going to give y'all ideas, and I could have recorded it myself.
While you're trying to find it. Ooh, y'all were really talking up in here. And if you don't know who I'm talking to our people over here who subscribe.
Hey.
They get that notification bell. So when we go live, they hop in and talk with us. Let's see. Like my question would be, why would they vote for Trump if they themselves were running against him? Listen. Midwest stand up. Moyo says, I was talking with Canadians yesterday and they are truly worried about us. They laugh first, but then they are concerned.
Hey, I'm serious though. What's your alternative? You okay? I'm worried about you.
But only Trump supporters feel offended by the question. I've never seen any other supporters that weren't any Obama supporters, Bush supporters, Biden supporters. It was a party support. You're right. It's definitely.
You know what Trump supporters are like?
What?
iPhone users. iPhone users are the worst. They have to let you know that you have a shitty phone every single time. They gotta let you know that my quality. Why don't you have this? Why can't you? Your life is so much better if you have an iPhone. We can send you videos. We can be in the group. You're messing up the group chat. Why is your speech patterns green? Why does this matter? I am talking to you normal.
Right. That's so funny.
Folks are obsessed.
The fact that you just equated iPhone users to Trump supporters is wild but accurate.
They are loud. They are loud. There's never been an Android person like, yo, why do you have an iPhone, bro? What is wrong? We're never looking at them like they're the problems. Like, why are you so angry with me? Why are you so... Yo, you messed up the group chat, man. Make we got to start a whole new group chat because you got an Android. Why are you so aggravated?
Whatever.
How you FaceTime people? I use like Google Meet or
whatever it is.
Duo.
There's so many
or
options.
WhatsApp. You can't do it right from your phone. Oh man, you're
Right.
making your life so much harder if you don't have an iPhone. Why are you so aggravated?
Right. There's ways around this. Oh my gosh, that's wild and accurate. Jeremy P is dropping facts in the comments today, y'all. There's a difference between Republican voters and Trump supporters. That's the danger. For example, if I lived in Arizona, I would have voted for Senator McCain every time. And I'm a pro-Black Dem. 100%. You've said it exactly. There is danger. I'll say that there is danger in being a Trump supporter, but I completely understand being a Republican.
Right.
And the same. Senator McCain would have had my vote every single time. 100%.
Herman Cain?
Not McCain. John McCain. Herman Cain could never. It's a whole bunch of stuff. Spicy says I was speaking facts. I don't even know what I was saying, but I'll take it. Let's see. Jeremy P said I need that to be my theme music when I walk into the room, into every room. Did you find it?
What?
The song.
It was on one of those
It's not a song.
no, stop it. I don't know who it was, if it was like Stephen Colbert.
Oh.
If it was like Kimmel. I was like, I don't know who to look
Okay.
it up. And I don't know how to type it in. I typed it in and just nothing popped up.
Let's see. No, not the Android slander. I mean, the iPhone slander. Don't put that evil on us. Oh, she put our Dion Lack. That's almost full government right there, Moyo.
That is. Arr, matey.
Jeremy P says about the phones, you are right. I have an iPhone for the past 5 years or so, and we are the worst. I miss my Android phones often. Come back.
We welcome you here with open arms.
Ooh, there's a motorcycle going down the street. Is that what's happening? Maya says, you're the mad one right now. We just chilling over here. And Lack brings up iPhone beef. Nobody asked you. Peer pressure got me.
You're the
You know
mad one.
what? I'm a person, peer pressure does not work on me like
Absolutely
that.
not.
I am like one of the only people in the office. I was the only person in my office for a long time with an Android. Everybody else is iPhone. And it makes their life inconvenient. And they're like, Twilla, just get one. And I'm like, nope, absolutely not.
Or you buy me one.
Or you buy me one. You could buy me a work phone. But I am keeping. And then one of my best friends, she had an Android for a long time. And then she finally gave into peer pressure. And she was like, I hate this phone. I do wish I could go back. But like the more people tell me, like I've worked in production especially, people are like bad about being like, you need an iPhone. Why? I've actually seen...
Because it makes their life easier.
Yeah, I've actually seen somebody who would not hire an assistant because the assistant didn't have an iPhone. And it's just like, well, if it's that deep. I mean, I get like the messaging and stuff. What does happen is because I do have iMessages with my computer. So I can get message, and it's connected to like my email address, but also my phone number. So I will get iMessages to my phone. But like if somebody was texting me, sometimes it'll go to my computer and not my Android phone. And I just be like, hey, whatever you do, just make sure you're messaging my phone and not my iMessage, or I won't see that message till next week. That's on you.
There it is. But yeah, man. What do you have on the docket? I'm sorry. I kind of
You took over today. You was producing today.
That's what I usually do.
I did have a...
I'm going to cut my beard off.
Oh, that was random.
Well, do like this. I'm going to keep the goatee.
Okay.
I'm cutting this off. You heard it here first. I just thought about it.
Let me do it.
You going to do it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to cut this off. Yeah.
I'm lining you up. I get you right.
You don't sound confident at all.
I said I
Let
was
me do
very...
it. I got you.
I was very confident. I'll get you right. I'll get you right.
Next podcast, like... So here's the thing, y'all. I'm gonna cut it all off now because Will took my mustache off.
I ain't
She
never
was
done,
laughing while she was cutting my hair.
I ain't never done it before, but let me do it.
Easy work, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, just go straight down. And then everything else is gone.
All right. You don't want to keep nothing. You don't want to keep it like a little, and I can get a little Beijing and then.
No, this the problem. This the reason I'm cutting it off. This
gave
area
up?
right here.
You gave up.
It's not.
It's just face.
Yeah. And look, it's like it's not a beard, man. And when somebody, I get haunted all the time when somebody in the comment section is like, "That's not a beard. That's facial hair."
I think you just gave it the peer pressure.
Well, when I realized it's not, it doesn't get no thicker.
Yeah.
It just stays this length.
You can go.
No, whatever you thinking, no.
I'm sure you can go get implants on your face. That's all I was saying.
No. Imagine doing this. You just feeling them peeling off on you like It's like glue on your face, pulling your hairs off.
Just implants right there.
No.
No.
Just like if both sides were consistent, I would just keep it low and then make it seem like that was a choice. It's like, yeah, even it out.
Okay, so listen then. We just gonna shave this part. Make that clean.
Had two open spots right there. Did it on purpose. This is an arrow to point to the dimples. This
Hilarious. Hilarious.
Somebody said, "How about a lace front beard?" You are despicable, Spicy.
I'm just saying, there's ways. There's ways.
No.
You can realize your dream now.
No.
No?
No. I want a thick beard too. I want a beard so when I close my mouth, they only see my lips. How about this?
That's what you should do for Halloween. You should get like a full face beard. Just walk
Full-face
around.
beard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a Rick Ross.
I want a thick face. I want this like this.
Then just have food all in it as you eat.
No, man. Why you go to the worst?
You have soup just because I know you like soup.
I love soup. I love soup. I want a thick beard. Like this. And just get a chin massage. People will never see my chin no more. You know? They never I want a lot of guys don't like the hair on the neck. I want that right here.
Ew.
I want that right there.
Uh-uh.
I want all
Don't
this.
want that.
I want it.
I don't want it for you.
Why not? I want it like this. Let me think. Let me think. I want somebody to light a match on my neck.
What is happening?
Hey, let me light your cigar. Yeah.
Your face catch on fire?
Ow, the chemicals. No. The pink lotion. I didn't know it was flammable.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You are foolish.
I want the hair to taper down my back.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
This is a random question I need
What's
to
up?
ask you.
Talk about it, yeah.
Random.
Okay.
So are you a person that like at night you have dreams? Do you remember your dreams?
I do, but the liar in me feels like I need to finish it, and I don't remember it. Like I remember parts. I was like, "Oh man, I was on top of the USA building. I mean the US Bank building," and then I was like, "What happened after that?"
Yeah, no, I think a lot of times because you don't remember full dreams. Most people don't remember their dreams in full like that, and then like you could do things where like you wake up and kind of journal pieces of your dreams, especially if you feel like your dreams have like a certain meaning, like you dreamt that thing for a reason. Mm-hmm. That's a practice that people tell you to do to help you just get good and into remembering your dreams. Mm-hmm. But I'm afraid to ask now.
Okay, talk about it.
What is one of your wildest?
One of my wildest dreams?
Yeah.
Man, there's so many dreams I can think about. I'm trying to think of a good one.
Do you have are your dreams wild?
Well, yes.
Okay.
I remember it's always a running thing, as in like trying to run as fast, but I can't remember the
scenario,
the backdrop of where it was. I just remember. Have you ever had a dream that you knew you were dreaming and you couldn't wake up?
Yes.
Oh my God, yo.
Yes.
I remember being in the bed. This is very loose right now. I remember being in the bed and I was like, I don't even recognize where I was at. I was like, I don't even know where I'm at. I'm dreaming. and I heard like a, and I was like, wake up, wake up. And chaos was happening. I was like, I couldn't lift my hand and tell my face. I was like, I was trying to slap my face. And I was like, wake up. And I was like, I was trying to like wake, like slap my face. I was like, it was like, and like things getting. I was like, and I don't remember. If this was something me trying to be funny, I would have finished the dream. I would have said, then a man with 9 arms came in, but I don't remember what happened. I just remember I was in so much fear.
Yeah.
That I didn't know how to get out of it. I just remember being like paralyzed, and I was like slow motion, like I was like, I'm in the bed, but I don't recognize none of this. So I was like, I'm asleep. And I was like, get up, and there was this chaos happening. Like, roof was coming off, it was raining. It was
Jeez.
But I don't remember what was the danger.
Yeah.
That's that. What's up? What you want?
I had like the world's most random dream this week, and I was trying to explain to my sister, and she was just like, girl, stop. Please just stop. But it was just like, we were like in an airplane / spaceship, and PT, that's our pastor, Pastor Teray. PT was like leading the spaceship expedition, and he was preaching and giving us life lessons from this spaceship exploration. But on the outside there was another there was like, I guess the PT was preaching, but there was like another like guide, but the guide was like this being with a lion head, like a huge lion head.
Oh no,
but they were like, it was on like a, like the pogo stick, but the pogo stick had a rocket attached to it.
I'm starting to get scared now. This is prophetic.
I don't think it was. It was just like we'd be like up in the atmosphere, but then we have to so we follow it, and then it's like, okay, we're gonna drop however many meters right now, and then he would like lock the pogo stick rocket, and the fire would stop, and it would just go, and then we would follow down like that, and then there was a message tied to it, but I was just like looking out the window like, what is that doing, and what is it? That's all I remember. I don't know what PT was saying. I don't know what flight this was on.
Wild.
This wasn't a Sunday, so it wasn't like I had just listened to church. Right. It was just like, what is this? Yeah. What?
You got to pull out all those pieces, the lions, the spaceship, you got to pull all that out and try to find
the meaning.
Yeah, the meaning of all that.
Because I dream. I don't think I have like super wild dreams. Like you'll have like the dreams that those reoccurring ones where like somehow you end up in your childhood school, or sometimes I used to have a lot, like I would be like missing an entire class, a college course that I forgot I had exam for, and I'm always like running late to that type of thing. I think my theme is I'm always behind.
How would you feel if you was eavesdropping on someone's prayer? Like a night prayer? Like, listen, like your significant other, you're in the bed with them, and they go off into their prayer corner and start praying, and it's more so like, Lord, give me the strength to forgive the things that I saw from her phone. Like, Lord, give me the strength. Like, you're hearing all this stuff about you, like I want to marry this woman, but she is doing so many things that's pushing me away. Lord, help me. Give me the strength. Like,
my gosh.
Like,
I have driven this person to prayer. To like deep prayer. I would so be re-examining my life, but also like, did he say he went through my phone?
I mean,
but also just like, am I not a good? So you know me. You know me already. I'm like this person. For y'all that don't know, like I'm really like I take the things very like personally, and like, oh my gosh, this is something I need to fix about myself. I must not be a good person, and oh my gosh, like I'm driving this person away from me, and I don't know what to do. I think it would be more so like that, and then like be like, I would also probably have to have that conversation.
Why would you bring it up, man? That's not your business, yo.
I would have to have a conversation, but it would be like the next day over coffee. Can I get you coffee or something? Like, can we just talk? I've been feeling like I haven't been Like, I feel like there's some things I need to work on, and if we could just have a transparent moment and you just tell me those, if there's certain things.
Will you bring up the prayer, or would you make it, you act like God spoke to you?
God spoke to me.
He'd be like, right on time, God. Meanwhile, you didn't did your own work. Every night he was like, okay, let's keep praying. Lord, again, I'm back. Give me the patience. This girl's
How loud
pushing.
is this guy praying though? Does he think that the prayer closet is soundproof?
Oh boy.
Oh my gosh. What would you do though
boy.
in that scenario? Dear God, I do think he's the one. However, Father.
Yeah.
However, I just need a sign.
Yeah.
I need him to come closer to, like, they start questioning your walk. I need him to be closer to Christ. I need him to draw nearer to you, Lord God. I need to know that he is indeed saved.
So this is what I would do. Because I feel like me listen to how you doing that, I would look at it as like, oh, she's being messy. Because she's doing this on purpose.
Why?
Listen. Because you ever heard somebody say I'm praying for you? 50% they're going to actually pray for you.
Yeah.
That means a little jab like, I don't know what you're doing with your lifestyle, but I'm going to pray for you. That feels like
oh, in that context, 100%.
right. That's how I would look at it. I was like, okay, she's praying out loud to jab me because she thinks that this is the softest way to argue with me. So the next day, I'm sleeping downstairs. So I want to see how she handles that. So I'm acting like I don't hear it. I was like, okay, she's playing games. Because like if you're jabbing me in my own room, praying out loud, because you could honestly pray by yourself, but in your own head. And if you honestly want to pray out loud, you go in the car or something. It's not saying your house is not sacred, but if you're praying about somebody, you want them in earshot. That's like you want them to hear this. Like, Lord, I don't know how to say this to her.
Lord, I saw her number in his phone, and he told me they don't talk anymore, Father God.
That's a jab, yo.
He lied, Father God. Just help me find forgiveness in my heart. But the way you and I handle look at the scenario is completely where I think our misunderstandings be coming from. Because in my scenario, I'm like, oh my God, I got to fix my life.
Right.
I've got to do better.
Yeah.
And Dion's like, she's being petty. She's just coming at me. And I think
Right.
this is...
if she never talked to me about this.
Right.
And all of a sudden, this is my first time
Why
hearing
is this scenario different from your scenario?
Why is your scenario?
Yeah.
Because I closed my eyes like, what would I do in this situation? I was like, oh, she's being messy.
So was home dude being messy in this scenario?
I don't know. It's up to you. It's how you take it.
Yeah, I literally,
Because obviously he's scared to talk to you.
Yeah.
Because if this is the first time you've heard about this, that
Right.
means you're scaring me. When I bring up stuff, you put fear in me. So I gotta
same
take
for
this
her.
to I gotta take this to God.
So take that same attitude for her.
No, because you could honestly I could like this right now.
He could have done the same thing.
Right. I hear you,
Yeah.
but that's how you took it. I'll tell
Right.
you that's how I take it.
Right. Okay.
So that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's so crazy that honestly, guys, if you ever
What would y'all do?
yeah, what would y'all do? But I feel like if y'all ever heard discussions between me and where we disagree, and I think those are like the two different perspectives that clash
Yeah.
often.
Yeah,
But you got to understand one another.
because it's like you could honestly pray in silence. I could be in bed with my significant other and it's like this, like Lord, like this. Praying out loud for you to hear that's how I saw it as a jab. And especially if excuse me, if you are fresh from sleeping, it's like, all right, sweetheart, see you in the morning.
So I didn't even get up and leave in this scenario. I'm not in the. You didn't go to the bathroom and she said a prayer.
No.
While she thought you were in the bathroom.
Yeah, it's different.
She's not in her closet, just
Right.
like, dear Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you just happen to wake up 3:30 a.m. and you hearing your significant other in the bathroom crying, that's real, because it's like this wasn't planned. She heard me snoring, and I woke up. And it's like, oh, I'm doing all I can. Help me. I just want to. Like, that's real. Like, I'm whispering.
What do you do in that scenario?
I'm. Okay. Let's talk. You know?
You are a let's talk person.
Yeah. Cause now it's not even about what she said. It's just like, hey, what's on your mind? What's on your mind? What's on your heart?
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna be like, I heard you crying. Like, cause it's like, hey, I noticed you went into bed. Just wanted to see if it's okay. Yeah, I'm okay. Okay. It's like, okay, now something. She can't talk to me about something. You know.
Just had a nightmare. I'm fine. I'm good.
Faces dripping.
It's a terrible nightmare. The worst nightmare ever.
Got a Ring camera in the bathroom.
Can you pray in silence? That's a quick prayer turnaround time. Very next morning, it is fixed. To be honest, I'd take it as a passive aggressive too.
Thank you.
You dry snitch on me to Jesus.
Dry snitching is hilarious.
To Jesus.
She opened her eyes. You right next to her like this. Wow. You gonna call on JC on your boy? Wow. I told you. If you had asked me, it was my coworker. That's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Spicy is hilarious.
I reach over all times through the night to gently touch my wife and pray over her. I don't have to tell her. Tell her. Boogaloo said, this literally happened to me before. My mom and I weren't getting along in high school, and I woke up to her praying over me, but I pretended to stay asleep. Listen, my in high school, my dad's mom came to visit from Cameroon. She stayed with us for about a year, and you know, that was an interesting year because that was the first year of like really getting to know my grandma on my daddy's side. But I remember waking up one night to water being flung. And she was praying over us, like she was going in our room, but like you just felt like there's water being like, I guess holy water just being flickered in your face. We're like, what in the world? Yeah. And Dad was like, she's just praying. He was like, but we were just asleep.
Man, is that the worst thing ever happened to you when you woke up to being woken up to?
Yeah, her just praying and not in, because she didn't speak English, so they're just praying in another language you didn't understand. We're like, that is that the worst thing? Yeah.
I got one for you. Never told this story before, but I just thought about something. What's the worst thing I woke up to? For those who don't know, my brother and I are contrasts. We're two different people. My brother has given my mom a lot of turmoil. And it's been many times he's been bailed out of jail. He's been doing drugs. He, had some, sexual assaults and beat women and stuff, and drug dealing. He did it all. He had the whole bingo checkoff list of a child, precocious child, if you will.
It's deeper than precocious, but keep going.
That's deeper than precocious. So me and my brother shared the same room, and this particular night we was in two different beds.
Oh, y'all switched beds?
I just happened to fall asleep in his bed.
Oh, okay.
And my mom, I'm on top of the covers. Get your ass up!
Oh no! You peed yourself.
Slap my back. What's happening? Oh boy. Oh, I'm sorry, Dion. I'm sorry. I'm just like this. What's happening? Ryan has a head start. Like, what's happening? Ryan has a head start. Like, what's going on? Like, come get upstairs. And she dragged him upstairs, and I'm just like, I can't go to sleep now.
Right. Oh, I'm sorry, Dion.
I'm sleeping like this, and they're just like under the cover. Get your ass! Because we're in the basement, so it's cold. So I had the whole blanket over me. Get your ass up.
That is pretty horrible way to wake up.
Yes.
I would take the water splashing prayer over that anytime.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
And sure enough, he had is either or. Either he had beat a girl and tried to go home like everything was normal and she called the police on him, or it was like a drug deal and they was come for a warrant for his arrest or something like that, and the police was upstairs. Those scenarios sound very similar. I mean, because they happened twice. Those two things happened. Mm-hmm. But I don't know which scenario that was, but my back was jacked up.
Did you ever say, Mom?
She never apologized. Never apologized. Never apologized.
Sorry to wake you up like that.
I just stayed downstairs because I didn't go to sleep with the rest of the night. And I was like, oh, maybe 11, 12. Yeah.
Dang. I would be mad too though if I was cops at my door. Gotta waking me up.
Yeah.
Gotta get your.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Told my back up, yo.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. We here, man. We did an hour. Did you want to do your topic?
I did have a topic.
Okay.
It has nothing to do with anything.
All right. I'm sorry for taking over.
Hey, sometimes it's the takeover spirit. I want you to guess on today the top 10 largest shoe brands in the United States.
Top 10 shoe brands in the United States.
Yes.
Ready?
Yeah.
Nike.
Number one, yes.
Adidas.
Number 2, good job. You're on this.
Reebok.
No. Well, Reebok is in the top 10. It's not the next one. But Reebok, I believe, is... One second. I want to say it was 9 or 10. Reebok is number 10.
Asics.
Good job. Asics is... You got to scroll through the list. I want to say number 3, but let's double check. No, it's not 3.
New Balance.
New Balance is 5.
Um,
Asics is 7.
I'm cooking.
You are.
K-Swiss.
K-Swiss is not on here.
Jordan brand.
Not separately.
Is that still associated with Nike?
Mm-hmm.
Feli?
Fila is not on here.
I can see. What is the one? Saucony's?
They're not on here.
British Nikes.
BKs.
Eastlands. These are tennis shoes.
Shoes.
Just shoes.
Yeah.
Balenciagos.
No.
Like, am I talking like
all the shoes.
Luxury shoes.
All shoes.
Steve Madden's.
Steve Madden's not on here.
Are we talking like Stacey Adams?
Stacey Adams not on here.
Penny loafers.
That's not a brand.
That's not a brand.
I don't think so. You need help?
Yeezys.
No, that was Adidas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you already said Adidas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Number
Skechers.
Skechers, good job, is number 4 on this list.
That's it. That's all
Okay.
I got.
So I'm gonna start at the bottom and work my way up. We have at number 10. Did I lose my freaking list? No, I didn't. At number 10, we have Reebok. Number 9, Converse.
Converse.
Don't sleep on the Converses. Number 8, Vans.
And they look like sneakers. Got my Vans on. They look like sneakers.
Number 7, Asics. Number 6, Burberry. Yep. That was a for me too. Next at number 5, New Balance. Number 4, Skechers. Number 3, Puma.
Oh.
Puma.
I own Pumas. Well, Puma hoodie.
Number 2, Adidas, and number 1, Nike. Yeah, the
impressive.
Burberry threw me off.
Yeah. I could have guessed the other ones.
Yeah.
But I would have never guessed Burberry.
I wouldn't have either.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Twilla got to get out of here because she got an important life.
I got stuff to do.
Yeah.
I'm trying to live a balanced life.
Stay out of here, man. Somebody gonna clip this and call Dion a Trump supporter. It's crazy work. Juan, are you in LA?
Because he says one LA.
Juan LA.
Oh, man. Y'all make sure. We have 9 people in here, but only 6 likes.
Yeah, like this up. Y'all, for the 9 people, just get us a little like, man.
Just a little like?
Yeah,
What we
Come
doing?
on, let's get these likes up, man, for the culture. You know, get these likes up.
We appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this was another random episode of Baldie Locs. We don't have a set time because of this girl. And if you want to continue to watch us at random times and random days, please hit the notification bell so you will get notification. And we're going to keep going with countdown topics. We're going to do the trivia thing for you.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk our thoughts when it comes to religion, topics of politics and love and comedy and glasses frames. A lot of people talk about glasses frames, you know?
And glasses frames are important.
14% of black people do not wear glasses frames. Only on 2%, Donald Trump has supported the optical illusional
Ophthalmological.
Let me see you do that for 30 seconds of something that's not true, but make it seem like this is why Trump is the supporter.
Why I gotta be Trump?
Well, just to say why Burberry's is the #1 shoe in America.
What most people don't realize is that when you have a brand, it could be a corporation, an S corp, whatever that you have. It's your umbrella corporation. So we have Burberry, and under Burberry, we have 70 different shoe companies and shoe brands that they bought. So you think of your Kenneth Cole, your Stacey Adams, your Penny Loafers. You have all of these shoes and individual brands, and what people don't tell you is that individuals can buy into, opt into, and buy in the stock purchase each one of these items, and it helps build up the worth of these luxury brands.
But why is number one?
Obviously it's number one because it's over Nike. It has more of a sports appeal than one would think. It appeals more to the masses, and their marketing outreach is so significant. And what people don't also realize is that you have like Temu, which makes it really accessible for people. You can buy Burberry on Temu. And that is where a lot of their stock and their wealth comes from, and that keeps them number one above Nike.
Got you. Yep. All right. Well, you got a lot of ums in there.
I mean, that's how you know you're really speaking. When you go to an event, a convention, a forum, those fillers in between as they're gathering their thoughts make it more authentic. So I just said that straight. You think I'm reading a script, but then when you know I'm coming off the cuff with facts that I've learned and studied, I'm searching for those thoughts to just come right there.
Gotcha.
So I have to be like, I have to bring the fillers, if you will, for the words.
The Genesis Qua.
Yeah.
All right. Well, bless up, y'all. Yes, the random is messing me up.
So sorry for our random messing you up.
No, man, that's big sis Chris. She's messed up in the head.
Leave big sis Chris alone.
She's not in LA, so it doesn't matter. All right, y'all. Thank you guys so
fam.
much for watching. Tune in next time. We don't know when we'll be back.
But we will be back.
Yeah.
Just
All right,
know that.
y'all.